kills Widget, he kills my Van Yipp. I feel like he's got targeting. I feel like he's got the targeting spell to do. Ooh, maybe not. We might be, so it's Van Yipp versus Van Yipp. I said, but who plays it better? Hello, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel again. Today with a bit of a fun deck for you today. It was just because of the patch notes. They changed a few things. So this is called the Bargain Bin deck. Let's get into it. So the Bargain Bin deck, for people who were paying attention to the patch notes, they would notice that Jagged Taskmaster actually went down in cost, as well as their attack and health going down. But more the fact that their cost has gone down to 2 is actually very important. And also, Crackshot, Corsair, their health went up from 1 to 2. Now these are two very interesting things to be able to note, because obviously Taskmaster is all about any 1 cost allies wherever they are, giving them +1 attack. It doesn't have to be affected by a plunder, but obviously in Corsair is 1 cost card. So the Bargain Bin deck was all about working along the Von Yipp kind of style of 1 cost cards. That's why there's Poro Cannon in here, because Poro Cannon obviously creates 1 cost cards, and Bin in a manner of speaking, so it's bargains because they're all one. Like, the idea is you're trying to activate the 1 cost cards and have Van Yipp on the board, or use your Jagged Taskmaster in order to buff the attacks of those 1 cost units. And the Bin kind of got involved because there's quite a lot of jerry-rig things in this deck, and it's from the scrap heap. That's where Bargain Bin came in, because we've got that, and we've also got this in order to summon more 1 costs. So the whole deck kind of goes along 1 cost. This is just a really good 1 cost in these 2 regions to be able to use. The elusiveness of this one, as well as the fact that they are fearsome, is really good. Rummage, just because you've got the jerry-rigs in there, as well as obviously the Poro Cannon can work off of this as well, but it's just good for draw purposes. Teemo, just because it's a 1 cost, so you're going to be like, it's still 1 cost allies and whatnot, and I think that Van Yipp is the same 1 cost ally, so it does still, those buffs still apply to Teemo when he's played, if there's Van Yipp, or he just gets it from this anyway. So Debate would put mushrooms into your opponent's deck and like start to cause a little bit of panic. So that's the main reason that Teemo's in here. There's not very much Teemo synergy otherwise, but to be fair, there was the Noxus deck, the PNZ Noxus deck that had Teemo in, that his pure purpose is just for early game aggression of the elusiveness, and there was no actual other level up thing. So that's actually kind of the same with this deck, is that Teemo's in here is a 1 cost. I did question putting Fizz in this deck as well, like to have both Teemo and Fizz. My one problem with having Fizz in this deck is there's not enough spells to activate him, and that's why I was not confident putting Fizz in. I put Gangplank in instead, because you got Crackshot and because you got so many elusive things, as well as the fact that this triggers off of Plunder, which obviously means hitting into your opponent's core. I just felt like Gangplank made more sense personally, but I could be wrong. I might end up taking Gangplank out and putting Fizz in, but there's just not enough spells. Double Trouble, just because it creates 2 1 cost followers. Yet again, it's really good solid spell to be used on this. Monkey Idol, because each and every single one of those Monkey Idols is 1 cost, so it's going to be buffing their attack up, as well as the fact that they're just going to be doing 1 damage anyway, regardless at the end of the turn. These are in here just because another thing to activate Gangplank, as well as the fact that they can help with the plunder of this if need be. Petty Officer, because yet again he can create a 1 cost follower. He also can create a keg if you want to. The keg won't get buffed, but it depends on what you've got and whether or not that damage is going to be significant or not, like whether or not you go for that. But the 1 cost follower is the most time what you're going to be using for Petty, which is Petty Officer 4. That's going to be really helping build that board. Draw purposes, obviously Von Yipp, because just like you want to try and get him on the board as much as possible. A big part of me actually questioned whether or not to put in some copies of counterfeit copies in order to make more copies of Von Yipp, because he's like the main man in this deck who you want, and trying to keep him on the board obviously is like the hardest thing. So a big part of me was thinking about counterfeit copying Yipp, but right now this is what I've gone for. But there is definitely, like with all my decks, I always say on every single video of all of my decks, these are just concepts that I'm giving you the ideas between like what I was going for. So obviously this was because of the buffs to Taskmaster and Corsair. I really wanted to make a one cost bargain bin deck. P and Z seem to make the most sense because of obviously having Von Yipp, who also works with one cost cards. So that's the reason why I went for this kind of deck. And I've got one copy of Riptide in there as well, just because if you're going to be getting elusive damage in, it's just that one copy. Like, I did think about having 2 copies, but there's not really much that I want to cut from this deck, sadly. So that's why I kind of ended up going with, because you want to have loads of one cost cards, so you're reaping the benefits of this basically as much as possible. And said Von Yipp when you get him on the board, or Von Yipp, sorry. But I did, so there's a few different questionable things which definitely can be changed in this deck, and if you do make any of those changes, please let me know in the comment section down below. But it's just a core concept that can be built around it and be refined, because it's definitely not refined at the moment. So please, if you do come up across any changes in that, please do let me know in the comments, because I do love hearing from you guys. We're going to see how this deck does in a couple of matchups, but before we do that, I do apologize. Shameless plug time. The Twitch, Twitter and Instagram, I am active on all of them. I'm very soon going to be upping my schedule on Twitch. At this moment in time, it is Mondays and Wednesdays, but as I said, that's going to be upping very soon to which it more days in the week. So you want to catch the action live, or if you want to come challenge me to a duel, ask me if you want me to have a look at your deck. I am up for any of these things and more, so please let me know about that. There's also, I said, the Twitter and that. If you like being, if you want to be part of the community, like the LAN community, where we can talk all things Runeterra or just gaming in general, the Discord link is also down below, where trying to get together a group of like-minded gamers who just want to play games together, have a laugh, have good times and have fun. There's also a movie night and a games night in that Discord as well, so yet again, more reasons to join if you wish to. There is going to be a giveaway next month as well in the Twitch, so if you want to follow on Twitch to be part of that giveaway next month for the month of October, a lovely Halloween giveaway, please feel free to. As I've stated a few times already, I've got a goal, a personal goal, hopefully by the end of the year, to be able to get to either 1,000 followers on Twitch or 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It would just be such an amazing feeling if I can accomplish that, because it just will make me just feel better myself. So if you want to help with those goals, please either follow or subscribe to this channel and whatnot, and just help this weird curly haired man live out his dreams. But do not feel forced. I never like trying to force people into doing these things. If you want to do them, you'll do them, but if not, then do not worry about it. It's just let you know what my goals are. And so if you want to support and want to see more of this weird curly haired bastard man doing content, because obviously if I had that, then it means that I could focus on making content. I could just because I could find sponsorship or find things that would then mean that this is paying, so I don't have to worry about any other job and whatnot, and I can just concentrate on making content for you guys and making more quality content as well, because that's what I would love to do, is make loads of quality content for you guys, just so you enjoy and have fun together. That's what I want, but let's see how that goes. Anyway, let's see how this deck does in a few matchups. ASol with dragons, definitely, because obviously he's got Demacia, so there's going to be dragon stuff in this. Potentially, what's his face, Judgment. Oh, here we go. Starting off with a whole board of elusives. I'm actually going to throw those 2 back, because I really am looking for a Von Yipp or a Taskmaster, even though I've got another Teemo back anyway. But I really am looking. I'm going to throw that out, because there's not much in either of these 2 that can deal with a Teemo this early on. See, because I could throw Prowler out, but in all honesty, a big part of me kind of wants to keep my one cost, especially my one cost elusives, back until I have something which can buff them. Because now I can actually throw the Monkey Idol out. The upsetting thing is that I really need to deal with that, especially considering the fact that that's going to be giving support. So a big part of me's like, oh, I would love to play Monkey Idol. A big part of me's throw Petty Officer out. Throw Petty Officer out. Get some defense out of this. So I can't actually kill you, but I can kill you. And potentially actually throwing you out so that I get that health down at least. So he's got gems, so he can actually heal that damage back up again. But it's going to take him that turn in order to do that. Yeah. So we can totally get that back up again. So this deck definitely runs, what is it? The what's his face of the Peak? Arbiter of the Peak definitely is in this deck. Because Arbiter of the Peak just makes too much sense in this deck for him not to be running it. So I'm actually going to throw out Monkey Idol here. I'm going to throw out Monkey Idol just because it seems to make sense. I could throw out just so that I've got some form of defense. We'll leave it for now, because that's obviously going to be giving me one bit. That's what I need. That's what I need. So obviously going to start buffing our one drops now, especially like the elusive one drops that we've got a few that are dropping. That's what I need. All right. So, so we can kill one of these. We can kill one of these. I then feel like we get rid of that. Does mean that we're taking 5 damage, but I can actually live with that right now, considering the fact that we're getting that damage here, which means that we can throw that out, as well as we're starting to get our gangplank up, and now we can throw out this. I can even throw like the Teemo spell in order to level Teemo, so we could actually just go with an immediate attack forward here. So that we're getting just that benefit of Teemo. I could technically throw out the other Prowler, because I feel like there's definitely what's his face in this deck. I feel like there is going to be single combat. Like single combat is definitely in this deck. So actually I'm gonna go throwing out some more elusive. But you know, single combat is definitely in this deck, I feel. I'm not going to throw you forward because all he's going to do is defend it with the dragon. Like, the dragon just defends that and then gets the fury up, so there's literally no point defending. Plus that 1 damage is going to go in at the end of this turn anyway. So going for some invoke. Going for some invoke makes sense. The next turn that dies, we get one. So we get one last powder monkey, and then after that we can actually like put Gangplank on the board. Because he should level up next turn after that one dies. So that's fine. As well as the fact that we're now starting to get those mushrooms going. So there we go. That's dead. We actually now throw what's his face out. So kill that. And I guess we throw you in front of this as well, just because why the hell not? So it does mean that now that is in the range to be able to kill our Gangplank, so maybe we shouldn't have done that so that Gangplank couldn't have died, but Gangplank's not our main win condition in this deck. Ooh. I feel like Judgment rolls in this deck that we're currently against. We'll throw that. We could actually throw out you just so that we're actually getting use out of those powder kegs. In fact, this is the plan here. We start getting use out of them by that doing some damage in. We could always use the Teemo spell, but I want to be trying to find my Von Yipp. I want to be trying to find like my other things in here, so I'm actually going to leave the Teemo. We'll check the Teemo spell out, but yes, there we go. Yep, kill there. Get a little bit of health out of that as well. So they're down to 4. So Judgment I feel definitely has a place in this deck. Judgment definitely has a place in this deck. Right, I'm gonna throw these out more as defense, so that I've still got my invisible, which is my elusives, as well as that I've got more elusives in hand. I feel like this is the plan, but I feel like Judgment comes out this turn. Especially Judgment on top of this, so that he gets like a lot of heals. I feel like that's what happens here. Yeah, so that still keeps us alive right now, because he wants basically to try and bait me to put the Gangplank in there. I could just... Actually, no, I can't, because I've got 2... There's not enough space on the board. But yeah, no, I feel like this is the Judgment move here. Ooh! Not gonna lie, I was honestly expecting Judgment there. But we do know that he does have the moves. So we could leave this so that we get... Yep, so he levels up ASol this turn. So the question is whether or not we go with the actually, no, sorry, we're going to throw Teemo out. We're going to throw Teemo out and try and get those mushrooms out, because we need to be cut. That's like our secondary plan is to try and kill him with the mushrooms. Right now, because literally there's no point in playing Gangplank forward right now, because there's just so many different ways that he dies, and especially now that there's the level up. Now that there's the level up there, I mean, he definitely has. As I said, he definitely has like another. Oh, he does not have the strike. I was honestly expecting strike. Oh. I was expecting either single combat or concerted strike again to kill Teemo. Oh my god, is this gonna be like there's P and Z in this? Actually, no, which it's what's the face, isn't it? It's the spell, which is the spell deck that has the one which, like, for each spell that you draw does damage. I can't remember what the hell her name is right now. I'm pretty sure some people will tell me in the comments. But yeah, no, I feel I'm actually gonna keep this whole hand. I'm gonna regret that fact, but I definitely regret the fact that I kept the hand. Oh, sorry for it. Yeah, no, I feel like this is just a targeting deck, that just like anything that you play, they've got the spells to target it, and then late game they just throw out that card, which literally any spell kills. It's really annoying that I can't actually... if I would have done that last turn with the 1 cost, I could have played that, and then I could have played Jagged this turn. I can't do that. I feel like he plays Elise this turn. Okay, maybe not. Okay. Okay. So I'm actually gonna play. Do I play you? I feel that I just get targeted here with no matter what I play. But I'm actually gonna play 1 Poro just to see where the targeting is. Okay. Then the Corsair, so we make sure that damage goes in. Right, so next turn I kind of want to be playing Von Yipp going into the Assemble. It's either that or play Taskmaster, like go for an attack and then Taskmaster. I feel like it's one of those 2 moves. This is what I want to go with. Okay, I'm gonna try the Van Yipp move, but I feel like if this is oh my god, this is Van Yipp with spiders. Van Yipp with spiders. Let's see who plays it better. Okay.
So he kills my Van Yipp. I feel like he's got targeting. I feel like he's got the targeting spell to do. Ooh, maybe not. We might. So it's Van Yipp versus Van Yipp. I said, but who plays it better? Who plays it better? I mean, we do have the elusives, and we do have like things that other things that can buff 1-drops. Yeah, so he's getting rid of our elusives. He's getting a spider out of that, which is getting the buffs. So we've kind of got to go with the attack. He then can defend with this, which would then give him a 3/3 spider, which does make a lot of sense. Does make a lot of sense. Yes, this has become interesting now. This has become interesting. I feel like I throw out the petty officer here to get that 1-cost card, and then potentially the Poro. But it's because he's playing PNZ, there can be any amount of target in here, but I don't know whether or not he's going down that route because he's playing Van Yipp, but because he's definitely throwing spiders out. Because let's face it, spiders, there is that other card which summons 3 spiders, doesn't it? Buff all spiders by 1 and summon 3 spiders. Oh, he's going down this route. He's going down that route. Oh. I mean, I'm scared, but also at the same time, let's do this. I'm not gonna lie, I am much scared, but sometimes you just gotta say sod it. I've got 2 things that can buff the attacks as well as the fact that we definitely know that the attack's going in because of that. Right, so let's just go for that. We could actually as well jerry-rig in order to make sure that we've got that additional point of damage coming in, because he has not got burst spells to be able to add on. So this actually, I feel like we're playing the superior Van Yipp deck here. Or Von Yipp. I keep saying his name. I do say people's names wrong. I do. It's called them terribly wrong. But I feel like we're playing the superior one here, because we do have more buffs. Whereas his deck purely revolves around 1, our deck revolves around like multiple things, is what the plan is here. So yeah, but he does have the life stealing capabilities. I'm not gonna lie, the life stealing capabilities are big. So I'm actually just gonna do it twice on top of this. Just for the extra buffs here. We could throw out the butcher, but I kind of want to keep that in hand in case we get a what's his face, rummage or something, keeping something back to just. This is gonna be such a big play, such a big play. I'm not gonna lie, that is scary. That is scary as hell. Such a big man play. Such a big man play. Okay. So he is going to be getting back a lot of health from this move. Big part of me almost wants to throw forward the Corsair as well, but that is just making sure that we're triggering our thingamajiggies every single time our gangplank level ups. But now I guess we do have the elusive out, and so if we do this, so it's either be on 9 health or be on 12 health, and I'd rather keep the 6 damage, and that plus we know we're going to be summoning some things this turn, and we have the. I feel like I'm okay with this move. It's not the best move, but right now I'm okay with doing that. It's not the best situation, I'm not gonna lie. And the fact that there's this continuous heals going down with them right now, it's not fun, but we do have some 1-cost moves. I mean, the second that the Van Yipp gets taken off the board, I'm not gonna lie, that's where problems come in. But right now, we're kind of okay-ish. Kind of okay. I could actually still throw that out. It's not actually a bad move to throw that out, but I want to kind of keep something back so that we can. Actually, maybe we just throw you forward, because if this dies, then that's going to be putting something in our hand. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, that's made things scary now. That's made things scary. We've just got to go for a big attack forward. We've got pressure. We've got to have the pressure out now. That's why I feel like he has to be played forward, because we've kind of got to go for the move of pressure.
just the pain, significant pain. Okay. So we could actually attack forward with Von Yipp as well. If we keep Von Yipp back, still doing a lot of that. Actually, I feel like we keep him back. We keep him back for now. But this is the jerry rig. Yeah. Up. Pain, pain, pain. Significant pain is significant. Oh. Significant pain. It's the fact. It's the collector. The collector just causes so many problems. He is actually getting rid of his which are all of his snaps. So I think that he's got another collector in hand. That's why he wants to be getting rid of all of his snaps so he can play the other collector. Oh, it's a big move. It's a big move. Okay, so he did it so that he kept one back. I mean, I said that I felt like we were playing the better thing. His lifesteal is actually been devastating and has without a doubt caused us significant problems. I'd be lying if I said that his lifesteal, admittedly he's now lost the lifesteal, but still, it's been devastating. It's been devastating. Whew. Oh, there we go. Here we go. So, okay. Jerry rig. Yep, so luckily enough, I said, without the collector on the board now, he's not getting the benefit of that, but he is still getting like quite a lot of benefits. Right, so I feel like that's got to die. Whether or not we do, I mean, it would put us down to 1 health, and with P and Z, 1 health is not really what you want to be at. So maybe we actually kill our... But, I mean, that is a lot of damage that he would be... Because, I mean, with both of these, he would still be taking 12 damage. And we can up that damage as well right now. This is not the best plan, but I feel like we're actually... With what we've got, we can then buff our elusives to be able to hopefully go through and do the damage that we need. I mean, that's the plan here. Then we buff these up, buff them up, and then hope that we go forward for an attack next turn that he's got nothing in hand that's going to help him. That's the plan. I mean, to be fair, Grasp of the Undying is still a big... Grasp of the Undying is still a big thing that he could just use just as an immediate counter if he had it. That's what I'm lucky that way. I mean, you know when you're against a deck which is doing a similar thing to you, and you just feel bad if you lose. Like when especially when you're making a YouTube video, you just feel bad. Like I need to win this. I need to win this. So it's not gone terribly wrong. I'm so glad I won that one. But that was actually a really good deck. The combination of using just that with the vial, so that like when you were. You had the second get out of jail free card, so it was either get all the buff 1/1s, or if that plan doesn't work, vial, vial things will just be like getting so much things out of the collectors, because you're just getting heals as well as dealing damage. So devastating combo. I'm not gonna lie, I'm lucky I won that one. It was touch and go. So that is the bargain bin deck. As I said, it's just a concept. Definitely, as you saw there, Shadow Owls can do a very similar thing. It's just that obviously I wanted to go down the what's his fate route. I wanted to go down the Bilgewater route because of the patch notes and those 2 card changes of Corsair and Taskmaster, just to help with that kind of 1-cost bargain bin strategy using P&Z and using Von Yipp. It just seemed to... It seems like a nice thing that I hope that people explore and find like some way of using, like it becomes something interesting. It's definitely more on the fun tier decks rather than meta, but it's fun and games. Let me know what you thought about the deck and any changes that you think should be made to it, as it's not a refined deck by any stretch of the imagination. So please leave that down in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, why not hit that like button and subscribe button. If you want to get more of this weird curly haired, mustachioed, foolish man's content, please feel free to, as well as the fact that I stream on Twitch on Mondays and Wednesdays. That schedule will be upping soon, and next month for October there will be a Halloween giveaway. So all the reasons to get involved right now, as well as joining the Discord down below. But these are just all options. I like to let people know the options. Do not feel forced into any of these options. They're just there if you want them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your time, and until next time, bye. Right, I'm gonna actually kill you because that gives me a card. I mean, I was hoping it. Well, shit!